I'm Judy Griffin with Aroma Health Texas, and today we're going to make a lotion with some essential oils. And I picked essential oils that are very moving and driving in the body, that can also be, some of them are relaxing, so we'll balance that out, but we want to move the energy, which will actually help the person receiving the lotion and maybe a massage to be more relaxed, because there's not going to be pain where we get energy to move in the body. And I have 4 ounces of sweet almond oil, and that's really nice on the skin. You can choose any carrier oil you like. I just want to mention that we make lotions with essential oils, and we have to use at least, we use 120 drops to work with an 8-ounce lotion. The lotion's thicker, it holds on, we want to have long-lasting results, and we work a lot therapeutically with our essential oils and our lotions. Now, we're going to do something in between. One, we're going to use an oil instead of a lotion, so we shouldn't have to use as much essential oil, and we're going to use some stimulating and some sedating type of essential oils to get the body to feel good. Because, if nothing else, if you put it on your legs at night and your feet, you get more stimulation there. But when that happens and you get that warmth, your whole body starts relaxing. Again, let's just go over, this is not necessarily a blend for pregnant or nursing women. Somebody that, maybe has illness or something, you need to check with their healthcare professional. The amount of drops I'm using today is more of a maximum. So if you were using it on someone and wanted to use less drops, that would be totally okay. You can use a 2% dilution and use like 24 drops, maybe, entirely for this 4 ounce. You can use as little as 15 drops and still get therapeutic effect. I'm going for the gold, and I know what I like to use with myself and others, so I'm making a much stronger one today. We're going to start with something we can use as a base, and I'm choosing these essential oils for their therapeutic reasons, so it's not about just smelling good. They do smell good, and I'm going to use 5 drops of cinnamon bark. Cinnamon bark it's very potent, and it's very antibiotic. It's very anti-inflammatory. It's very healing for the body, especially in this much carrier oil. We should be fine. Now, if you don't want to use cinnamon bark, then you could use myrrh. You could put a drop of patchouli in there, if you like that, and some ylang-ylang. Remember, ylang is one of the essential oils, the only one I can think of right offhand, that you can use for a base, a mid, or a top note. It does it all. So you can put it anywhere in a blend, and it's going to be beneficial. And that would be lighter and more fragrant, more flowery, more sensual with ylang in there. But right now I'm just going for the therapeutic effect. My next one is going to be black cumin, and we're going to use black cumin as a mid-note, one of several. And I'm putting 5 drops of black cumin in here. Black cumin is incredibly anti-inflammatory, and it is very healing for very many things. We could talk all about black cumin for the whole day and about its good effects. I'm going to use clove, because clove is good for pain. It's good for a lot of things, but it's good for pain. I'm going to go ahead and use 5 drops. I certainly could use as little as 3, because it's so strong in its scent. But again, I'm here for the therapeutic effect. We're going to use cardamom. All of these are mid-notes with black cumin and clove, cardamom. So we'll have a total of 15 drops. I love cardamom. Cardamom is smooth. Black cumin and cardamom are going to give some smoothness to your blend where it's not too stimulating, but it's very, very therapeutic. Cardamom is good as a digestant. It has a little bit of a sweet scent to it. You've probably eaten pastries or such with it. But it's very good for the stomach energy, and it goes through all the meridians in acupuncture from the stomach, which is, very nurturing, okay? And meridians, we're just talking about paths of energy that happen from the stomach or can happen. We're going to top it off with ginger root. Now, I've used ginger root for a base note lots of times, but you can use it for a top note also. And how many drops? I'm going to go for 9 drops. And it's very stimulating, but in lotion, it's going to be very good for warming the body, especially in cold weather. It's going to be good for stimulating the body. Ginger root works as well in medical research as ibuprofen or aspirin, maybe, although aspirin is good, in relieving back pain, because it reduces, you get back pain because, from the inflammation, your body produces something called bradykinin, and they're just messing with you, okay? It's just like it keeps popping because you have all this inflammation, and ginger can just take it all in, move it out. That's what we want. Now that's really nice, but it's not too strong, and I don't, as far as the smell, and I've used this kind of blend before, so I don't think it's going to be too strong on the body. Just don't use it on a child or on an elderly person or somebody with a lot of illness or sores on their body without covering yourself by checking with the health practitioners. Now, some people say, what about eucalyptus and what about peppermint? If you want eucalyptus and peppermint in your blend, just put that. You don't need anything else. They're great. Eucalyptus is going to open up the chest, open up breathing, back, the top part of your back, the upper back. Peppermint is going to just numb your brain to pain, and wherever you put it, it tends to stimulate and then cool off, and you feel better, okay? It's very good for pain. You can put the two together and they can fight it out, but in a blend like this for a lotion, I think with both of those essential oils, you should just use them and not all these other ones. You don't, a top note's you're not gonna smell it, and it's not going to achieve what we're trying to do in a musical type of a chord that's aromatic. You're just going to smell peppermint. You're just going to smell eucalyptus. And together, they actually smell nice. So, those are my ideas. I have a plastic-lined top for my blend, and that would be okay, especially for a short time. You won't have the essential oils eating that up, okay? So I just thought I'd show something different, and then you can just keep that in there and take out your drops. If you're using them on yourself at night, keep it near your bedstand and put some on, and you won't have to change caps and droppers and have a messy dropper there until you use it again. And it'll last you a while. 4 ounces is going to last for months for most people if you have one person doing it. And remember, if you use a lotion, you're going to have to use a lot more. Okay? Questions? I'm here to answer and help you out. If you have questions about a blend or what would go good together, or go over your ideas with you, email me, call me, get in touch with me for YouTube. We have all of these essential oils are listed in a description towards the bottom of the page when you open up the video, and they'll have links to our website, and you can purchase them, these essential oils. If you like, you can purchase them in larger amounts. You just have like ½ ounce or ounce. You just have to get in touch with me to do that, because of supply and demand, we just have one size on the website. And when you're using essential oils, see, we've taken a little bit out of there. Well, that's oxygen taking its place, and it's going to reduce the power, especially the scent of your essential oil. So, unless you use them up really fast, it's better to start with a small bottle. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.